Hi, my name is Michael, and in discussion board 4, I said my most important reason for believing a speaker is their deductive reasoning and a trail of logic that I can follow. The deductive reasoning is where the premises are true and correct and lead you to a conclusion that is therefore true and correct. Now, that's not always 100% accurate, but that's the basis for deductive reasoning. And what I mean when I say trail of logic is that I can get these true statements that are correct to the best of the speaker's knowledge, and that they line up and one after the other leads me to the conclusion that they were. My topic for this speaking assignment is the NBA draft model and new additions to that NBA draft model. Now, a couple weeks ago, Mark Cuban came out and said that he did not vote in favor of the new changes for the new NBA draft model, but he had better recommendations that would result in a fairer draft with less tanking of the teams. And the big thing with the NBA, the reason that they don't have a traditional worst to best draft model is because they want to prevent teams from tanking towards the end of the season in order to win a better draft spot by losing out, by losing and being the worst team. Now, what I'm looking for Mark Cuban when he says he has a better draft model and why he still thinks that the improvements, the changes to the current draft model could have been better or don't work, is that he gives me reasons why, and that I can validate those reasons. May not agree with him about those reasons, but that I can validate those reasons as true and end up at the same conclusion he did, which is that this is not the best scenario. Now, as he does and says that, I also want him to provide reasons that his new outlandish models work better than the NBA's model. Now, the NBA does have a very complicated model. Like I said, they don't use the traditional worst team drafts first down to the best team drafts last, as some other leagues do, like the NFL. The NBA does a lottery system for the bottom 14 teams to pick the order of the first 14 picks. So the worst 14 teams still get the top 14 picks, but they do a lottery to pick who gets first, second, third, all the way down to 14th. And that's from ESPN and SB Nation. Now, what I'm looking for here is that, yes, this is a complicated model, and it's better than the traditional model, the worst to best model, but why are the improvements not optimal? The improvements, by the way, being that they've changed how many lottery chances a team has based on their season finishing order. So for me, like I've said, I need to see the evidence. I want Mark Cuban to say, this is why, and this is why, and this is why. And from these reasons that you can check and validate anywhere, I've come up to this conclusion. And so far, I haven't really seen that. Hopefully, moving forward, I can do some more research. I'll continue to use my sources, ESPN, SB Nation, other blogs, as well as the Public Speaking Project and the Life Science website of deductive versus inductive reasoning. And hopefully I can see and get a little bit better reasons why the NBA made the changes that they did, why Mark Cuban thinks that those changes aren't necessary or good enough, and what Mark Cuban thinks is the better way. So thank you for watching.